this company everyone's talking about.
Yeah, they've been making some big moves.
Yeah, huge. Now, what's interesting is our main source today, it's from Dr. Raja King. He wrote this fascinating piece for the Journal of Islamic Psychology and Philosophy.
Oh, wow. That's not where I would have expected to find AI analysis.
Exactly. Right? And that's what makes it so much fun. You just never know.
Eh.
So, mission for today, we're going to unpack why this DeepSeek is such a big deal, what their tech can actually do, and, what it all means for the future of AI. Sound good?
Sounds great. Let's dive in.
Okay, so first things first, DeepSeek. They just exploded onto the scene, right?
It really does feel like they came out of nowhere.
I know. It's crazy. Their chatbot app, it's free, right? It launched like January 10th, and boom, by January 27th, top of the U.S. App Store charts, even beat out
It's
ChatGPT.
incredible.
17 days. That's all it took. 17 days to reach the top. I mean, what do you think? What's behind a success story like that?
Well, timing's got to be part of it.
Right.
Like DeepSeek, they showed up right when everyone's hungry for these AI tools. Accessible ones, powerful ones. But they didn't just get lucky. They made some really smart choices, too.
Like what?
Well, their app, super user-friendly. Anyone can use it. And they went mobile first. That was a huge strategic move, tapped into a massive market.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's on their phones these days.
Yeah.
Okay, but it can't just be the app, right? Their tech has got to be something special, too. What's the deal with their AI model? What makes it tick?
So it's incredibly efficient. Seriously, it's all about how they approach natural language processing. Way less training data, way less computing power, compared to the older models,
So that means...
They can develop things faster, make changes quicker, keep costs down. It's a big advantage.
Uh-huh. So that's how they're shaking things up. Like, remember what happened with NVIDIA? Their stock,
Oh, yeah. Not a good day for them.
$593 billion. Gone. Poof. Just like that. In one single day. Biggest single-day loss ever in U.S. stock market history. It's insane. And it's not just them. Other big tech companies are feeling the heat, too. Why is DeepSeek having such a massive impact?
Well, think about it. They're totally changing the game. Their model, it's like they found this secret shortcut. So suddenly, AI development, it's not just for the big guys with the deep pockets anymore.
So you're saying it could become more democratic?
Exactly. More accessible, more affordable, smaller players, startups, they can get in on the action too. More innovation from all kinds of places. That's the potential here.
Wow. Okay. I'm hooked. So let's get down to brass tacks. DeepSeek's R1 model. What can it actually do?
This thing can do a lot. Seriously. Realistic dialogue, no problem. Translations, easy. Writing creative content, like different styles, different types, done. And it can answer your questions, like really in-depth, informative answers. It's impressive.
Sounds almost too good to be true. And I guess it kind of is, right?
Sure.
There's that whole thing about the limitations, specifically when things get a little politically sensitive, especially when it comes to China. It's right there in the investigation.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Like you try to bring up Tiananmen Square or human
Yeah.
rights issues, and it's like the AI just clams up.
Almost like it wants to change the subject.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? Is DeepSeek choosing to avoid these topics? Or is it like baked into the AI somehow?
It's tough to say for sure, but it definitely raises some eyebrows. Makes you think. Like, developing AI in a certain place, a certain culture, with certain politics, it's bound to have some kind of influence.
So even if it's not intentional, it could still be biased. That's a whole other can of worms.
It is, and it's something we need to be aware of, because whether DeepSeek meant to or not, this whole thing really highlights a big issue, the potential for bias in AI. It's there, even if it's unintentional.
Okay, so big picture time. What does this all mean? I mean, DeepSeek's meteoric rise, this super efficient tech, and then these limitations. It feels like AI is getting way more complicated.
Absolutely. DeepSeek's story is a perfect example. AI development. It's not happening in some bubble. It's connected to everything. Global economics, politics, even cultural values. As AI gets more powerful, more widespread, all those factors, they're going to matter even more.
So it's like more access could be amazing, right? More innovation, more people involved. But then there's the question of control and responsible development. It's a lot to consider.
It really is. And DeepSeek, this is just one part of the story. The AI story is still being written. And we all have a role to play in how it unfolds.
That's a great point. Okay, so everyone listening, keep those brains buzzing. Keep asking the tough questions, right?
Yeah.
Stay curious about AI and where it's going. This deep dive, it's just the beginning. There's so much more to explore.
Absolutely. We're just getting started.
Thanks for joining us today. Until next time.